initiative, region, desertification, landscape, personally, solar farm, create, interrupt, interview, permission, quiet, reason, report, reporter, survey, bar chart, description, the whole world, growing, power station, organizer, setup, farming, farmland, nature reserve, popular, source, improve, farm, record. Setup, start, finish, totally, completely, partially, useful, helpful, useless, ugly, terrible, beautiful, worried, anxious, calm, advantage, merit, disadvantage, introduction, beginning, conclusion, remember, don't forget, recall, forget, improve, develop, damage, disagree, disadvantage, desertification, description, farming, growing, useful, organizer, sunny, landscape, create problems for, solve a problem, do a survey, produce money for, on farmland, on the land, 2 kilometers from west to east, record the answers, happy about, think of, south of, instead of, at sea, ask for permission, by 2050, set up, forget, forgot, forgotten, show, showed, shown. So, Mrs. Jones, tell us why your community decided to build a solar park on this farmland. This area is popular for tourism, and people come here to enjoy the countryside and the beautiful views of trees and hills. Many people would say the solar park is ugly. They don't want to see lots and lots of ugly solar panels in the countryside. I don't agree. Personally, I think that the solar panels are beautiful. We need to create clean energy that doesn't pollute the environment. Solar panels produce clean, renewable energy. In my opinion, we need to stop burning fossil fuels, which create greenhouse gases and cause climate change. What do you think about the solar park, Mr. Brown? Do you agree with Mrs. Jones? I agree that we need clean, renewable energy, but I don't agree that we should build solar parks in the countryside. We should build them in cities near factories, and I don't agree that they're beautiful. They're ugly and they destroy the countryside. Farmers need this land. I totally disagree. The solar panels don't destroy the countryside. The solar park was built on one field. No trees were cut down, and the farmer can still keep his sheep in the fields. The sheep can walk under the solar panels to eat the grass. And don't forget, the solar panels produce money for the community. It helps us all. In my opinion, every community should have their own source of energy. Well, thank you both for talking to us today. Now it's time to go back to the studio. The Great Green Wall. This report is about a green initiative in Africa called the Great Green Wall. This initiative was set up in 2007 by the African Union to solve the problem of desertification in the Sahel region of Africa. Desertification happens when green land becomes desert. In the Sahel region, this has happened because climate change is creating more droughts every year and people do not always farm the land well. People cannot grow food and they are losing their farms and homes. The Great Green Wall Initiative will plant millions of trees, seedlings, and plants across Africa from west to east to create a growing green landscape. When it's finished, the wall will be 8,000 kilometers long. It will be the biggest living thing in the world. It will create jobs for 10 million people. The trees and plants will improve the land for farming again, and people will be able to grow crops. The Great Green Wall will improve the lives of everyone who lives in the Sahel region. It will also help reduce the problems caused by climate change for the whole world. There are many green initiatives across the world which are helping to protect the environment. There are projects to build solar farms to create green energy. There are projects to plant seedlings and trees to give us cleaner air. At home, people are choosing to use rechargeable batteries and energy saving light bulbs. Some people are buying more products made of bamboo, which is sustainable and doesn't cause pollution. Some people are even using air conditioning less often because it uses so much energy. What can you do to help the environment? What do you think of the plan to build a power station outside the town? In my opinion, it's a good thing. It will give us more electricity and jobs, too. I don't agree that it's a good thing. It burns fossil fuels. Don't forget, fossil fuels are not sustainable. I totally disagree. People are still finding oil under the ground every year. Personally, I think that we shouldn't build any new power stations. We should only use renewable energy. I agree that we need renewable energy, but I think we still need to use fossil fuels too. What do you think of this plan to build wind turbines in the sea near the beach? Personally, I think it's a good. Wind turbines produce renewable energy. I agree that we need renewable energy, but I think the wind turbines should be built on the land. I don't agree that they should be built on the land. There is more wind at sea. Yes, but don't forget, many tourists love our beaches. They don't want to look at ugly wind turbines. I totally disagree. In my opinion, wind turbines look nice and they won't be very near the beach. Perhaps you're right. Cleve Hill Solar Farm. This report is about plans to build the largest solar farm in the UK. The initiative, called Cleve Hill, plans to produce enough energy for 91,000 homes across the region and should be open in 2023. The UK plans to use renewable energy instead of fossil fuels by 2050, and Cleve Hill will help with this. The solar farm will have 880,000 solar panels on countryside that was farmland. Around 2 kilometers from the village of Greveney. In the past, solar farms were not very good in the UK because it's not very sunny. However, no large batteries in the solar farm can save and produce electricity even when the sun is not shining. Some people in the village are not happy about the plan. They think that the solar farm is too big and will create problems for wildlife. Also, they are worried that the large batteries are dangerous and could cause fires. The organizers, however, say that the batteries are safe. They also say that there will be special areas for wildlife. They say that the solar farm will help to reduce the problems caused by climate change. The energy that is produced by the sun is called solar energy. This is good for the environment because it's renewable. This means that it comes from natural sources. Egypt has almost 9.5 hours of sunshine every day. The sun is nearly always shining and there aren't usually many clouds in the sky. It is one of the sunniest countries in the world. This is why Egypt is using the sun to produce energy. Bin Ben Solar Park is the largest solar farm in Africa and one of the biggest in the world. Bin Ben opened in 2019 and it covers almost 38 square kilometers. It has got thousands of solar panels. It produces enough energy every year for hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses. Did you know that if you went into space, you would be able to see Bin Ben Solar Park? Another type of renewable energy is wind energy. There are wind farms in Egypt like this one in Hurghada. Egypt uses a lot of renewable energy and the government wants people to use more. They want 20% of all energy to come from renewable sources. If we all used more renewable energy, it would help us to save the planet.